Welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this classic pay-per-view watch-along. We are watching along one of the most interesting, kind of controversial pay-per-views, if you will. This is from 2005 and I've got to tell you, this was popular. This was popular show. This did crazy buys. This did I think it's the second most bought SummerSlam ever. And obviously, a lot of that coming down to that incredible main event of Hulk Hogan taking on Shawn Michaels. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. I can remember that around this time, I was kind of keeping an eye on results when it came to wrestling, but I kind of wasn't able to watch Raw every week, and I'd been working a job for about 3 years or so by this point, and my focus had kind of very much gone on to work in this job. But this was a show outside of WrestleMania that really just drew me in. Like, there was no way I was going to just check results on this. This was a show that had all of my attention. And I think everyone else kind of felt that way as well, because this is main evented by an absolute dream match. I mean, Hulk Hogan, biggest star of the 80s and massive star in the 90s. You could argue biggest star of the 90s throughout the 90s. Maybe Stone Cold at the end. But, Hulk Hogan taking on Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, who, massive star of the 90s, had been away for a little while, come back, found God, and was in a second run. It was kind of a new man, and so interesting. Such an interesting matchup. A match that I don't think many of us thought that we was ever going to see, to be honest. So, a lot of excitement, man, a lot of excitement. But this card is stacked. This card is honestly stacked, because not only have you got Hulk Hogan versus Shawn, you've got Rey Mysterio against Eddie Guerrero. Winner gets custody of Dominic. This is the Dominic show. And obviously Dominic is going to be playing a big part at SummerSlam this year. So we've got that match. We've got Edge and Matt Hardy. And that match, obviously, kind of a little bit based on real life. Matt Hardy was going out with Lita. Lita left Matt and went with Edge in real life. And it all kind of coincided around this time that they were feuding, and these real elements were coming in, and the line between real and scripted was starting to get a bit blurred, and it's kind of, that's really interesting. So Edge and Matt Hardy, interesting. Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, interesting. Randy Orton against The Undertaker. Randy Orton against The Undertaker. That's on the show tonight. John Cena versus Chris Jericho is on the show tonight. Hulk Hogan, Shawn Michaels is on the show tonight. So this is what I'm saying. It's not regarded as the best SummerSlam ever, but on paper, card-wise, it is absolutely stacked. It is absolutely stacked. So very, very much looking forward to this. Very, very much looking forward to this. So, hello to everyone that's joining us. I can see that the chat has sprung to life on screen, which is awesome. If you jump over to the WWE Network, then you should be able to find SummerSlam 2005 on there. Obviously, we're going to have to get going with it quite soon because of the fact that it is just under 3 hours. It's not the quickest show. It's not long. It's about 3 hour mark, which is about normal. But, we are going to have to get going with it pretty soon. So, jump over. Days, did you hear WWE is thinking of virtual fans for SummerSlam? I did not hear that, but that would make sense. I mean, I suppose there's a way of them doing it. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. It might get people to tune in. But no, I hadn't heard that. I mean, the only news I've heard with SummerSlam today has been the Amway thing. I'm being forced to update it. Yes, yes. Well, news breaking today about that. They're adding independent talent to it, aren't they? Independent shows. So Progress is going on to it. ICW is going on to it. Evolve is going on to it. WXW is going on to it. Now, apparently it's going on as best ofs. I don't think they're putting on like tons of shows to start with. I've got a feeling it's going to be like the best of Drew McIntyre and things like this to start with. So, yeah, don't get too excited. But that is getting added, I think, on Saturday. So quite a big announcement being made earlier today. There's been a few little announcements like that today, actually. A few little things going on. Obviously, SummerSlam from the Amway Center being a big deal. Independent talent on the network, quite a big deal. Hello to Chalmers. Sean Flagstaff says, great choice for a stream. Days, I'm going to a Mexican restaurant. Do you like Mexican food? I do like Mexican food. I've actually been to Mexico. I've been to Cancun, and yeah, I had a great time in Cancun. So I can't remember. I mean, like, had a little look around, went to a few places, but just basically soaked up the sun, really. But yeah, I was having like some of the local food and everything. And, yeah, big fan, big fan. I'm just waiting for. Here it is. Cool. I was gonna say I'm just waiting for it to load up. Just seems to be taking a little bit of time loading up, and I don't know why. As long as the network lag gets sorted. Oh, what, are you having a little bit of lag? Okay, there we go. Wow. Yeah, I hope there's no lag on this as well. Okay. Well, I tell you what, we're going to leave it a couple of minutes and then we will get ready to get going. So get it lined up if you can. Some of you might have to upgrade your or update your network. I don't know why. I don't know if that's got something to do with the independent shows or whatever, but I went onto it earlier and saw that it was asking for an upgrade. DJ B Tazzy says, I love this pay-per-view. Goldberg called some of his fans a-holes. Cool. The lag was unbearable on WWE Network on smart TVs. I have paused at the 5-second mark, says Heather Cole. If you've got lag, disable browser extensions. Oh, there we go. Some inside knowledge from Seb. Thank you, Seb. I've got it lined up. I've got it on. Cool. We'll get going in a minute or so. Days, can we get a stream where viewers pick videos? The comedy would be amazing. I don't know. The only problem with that is, like, everyone watching is going to have to keep searching and finding videos, and then we're going to have to wait for people. It's a lot easier if it's, like, one video that just gets set up at the start, and we're just done. So, I don't know. That might be I don't know. I think Goldberg was talking about Wrestling Days. That would make sense. An amazing match with Eddie and Ray. Days, I watched this one. Hogan and Michaels is the main event. Correct. Days, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm all right. Mine's still loading. Well, you've still got a few more minutes. I've sent you the thing about virtual fans. Cool. For a membership stream, you could react to funny videos. Yep, could do that. Anna Dawes, shout out to you, says, evening Days, long time no see. By the way, those cards you collect aren't worth it. You don't have a Slam Master J. Do you know, they do actually, you can get a Jesse signed one. But I don't think they did Slam Master J as a signed one. I know. Gutted. I'd love a Slam Master J. See Wrestling, shout out to you. Chalmers, Days, you made Anna send in a super chat twice. What? Did I? Why? Did she send one in whilst I was setting something up? Oh, Anna, I'm sorry, I didn't see. I think I was setting the stream up, or I was sending out like a notification that we was live. But shout out to you, Anna Dawes. Legend. Living legend. They say that was Bruno Sammartino, but it isn't. It was Anna Dawes. Brian says, morning. Right, here we go. let's get ready to play SummerSlam. I think that's how the song goes. Right, I've got it set up. Are we ready? In SummerSlam 2005 in 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. We are underway. Oh, what are we rising for? Hello, we're starting. Okay, so I think we're starting with an anthem. Oh, it's Lillian Garcia. Is it? I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm gonna be. Is it? Why does she always look like she's wearing the kind of clothes that a 5-year-old would wear? I don't understand. She's just there in a little kind of white top, little pink skirt. I don't understand. She could be, I don't know, something a bit showier, you know, like a nice gown or, do you know what I mean? But I don't know. Because I know loads about fashion, yeah? If anyone's going to be allowed to criticise fashion, it's this guy right here. This guy. Every time I see her, it's like, really? That's what you're wearing? Couldn't get a bit more adventure? I mean, like, honestly, Zelina Vega is turning in her grave. Zelina Vega is turning in her grave. Zelina Vega would be like, girlfriend. Girlfriend. Sort it out. Fashionista days. Shawn says, if you've got the body, flaunt it. She looks like a cheerleader. She does. She does look like a cheerleader, you're right. Only without, like, an interesting costume. Imagine a cheerleader that's forgotten their outfit that has to then grab stuff from the leftovers box. There's a box in the corner, and if you haven't got your outfit, you're going to have to, and, like, you pick it out and you go, whose is this? I don't want to wear this. Have you even got a skirt? I've got to wear that. I've got to wear a white top and this pink skirt. Honestly, there's nothing like blue that says the name of the school or anything. I don't understand. So, yeah, do you know what I mean? I feel like Miss Elizabeth would have wore something a little bit more special. We know Zelina Vega would have. But not Lillian Garcia. She thinks that it's casual Sunday. Right. Well, she's done anyway. She's done. We've managed to criticise her clothing choice all throughout her singing. Singing-wise, she's got a lovely voice. No problems there. Right, little intro video package. We're just seeing how we got to some of these main matches. Welcome to an excited Fashion Days. Days, I'm obsessed with your beanie. I can understand that. It's obsessed with you as well. Wasn't Jericho fired by Bischoff the next night? Yeah, there was some twists and turns there because I think he had only signed a 1-month contract extension because Jericho was actually leaving around this time. He was going off to have a bit of a break. So, yeah, I think I read that he made WWE announce that he'd signed a contract extension. But what they failed to mention was that it was a 1-month contract extension. So he wanted WWE to get the message out there that he had signed so that everyone was under the impression, well, no doubt he's winning this match, you know. But the truth was he'd only actually signed for a month. And I think that month ran out around SummerSlam time, which is really clever when you think about it. I've not seen this since it first aired, says Wrestle with Andy. Days, I can't wait for Friday. Well, that's not long, is it? That is not long. Bayrun, shout out to you, my friend. Live from Washington it is. It's from the Capital One Arena. There's just over 18,000 people in attendance. As we said, one of the most bought SummerSlams of all time. An absolutely stacked card. Absolutely stacked card on this one. I've just finished watching your Braun new character video, C. Shout out to C. Not so fun fact, this is the last time Benoit and Eddie Guerrero will be seen at SummerSlam. Yeah, that's not fun. Matt Hardy, V1 baby, says Heather. Shout out to Jerry Smith. Shout out to you. Lots of excitement in the chat. And as we said, this is going to be a good one. Looking forward to this. We've got end of the video package. So we should be going over to our first match soon enough. Let's turn it up a touch. It's kind of an interesting entranceway as well. So it's got the big half circle Titantron. And it's got SummerSlam kind of projected. I think it's a projection onto it. It's not the sharpest screen, is it, in the world, but it very much looks like a projection. WWE have announced an interview with Alexa. Yes, I did see this. It's going to be quite interesting. A UFC press conference in less than an hour. Very cool. Okay, we're just over at the commentary table, and we're just having a look at the Spanish announced team. I'm just watching the guy in the background. There's a guy that's got his face painted yellow and red. Is a big Hulkamaniac. There's quite a few Hogan shirts, actually. There's quite a few feather boas as well. We've got Taz on commentary. We've got Michael Cole on commentary. Michael Cole with a little moustache. Moustache Cole, that's what we've got. And we are starting things off with a United States Championship match. So this is going to be Chris Benoit taking on Orlando Jordan. It looks cool, that entranceway, but it's not sharp enough, is it? It doesn't look quite right. Not for me, anyway. Rabid Wolverine Benoit versus Orlando Jordan. This is for the United States Championship. Do you have anything you want me to ask Eugene tonight? Oh, wow. That's amazing. You're speaking to Eugene. No. Has anyone got any questions for Eugene? I can't think of anything else. I wasn't expecting that to even be asked. Here is Orlando Jordan. That's interesting. If anyone's got any questions for Eugene, ping them over to Coast of Mania. Is Eugene on the show? Eugene's on this show. Eugene is taking on Kurt Angle. So we're actually going to be watching a Eugene match in a minute. How weird is that? That's strange. Whatever happened to Orlando Jordan? I don't know what he went on to do. Let's have a look. Orlando Jordan. The best Jordan ever. I can't think of any other Jordan to achieve what Orlando Jordan achieved. He went to TNA 2010 to 2011, and then the last thing on Wikipedia is 2016. He beat the AWE, not AEW, AWE champion. That's it. 2016 is the last thing. He was 2011. He did an NWA event, but other than that, 2010, 2011 TNA. Crossface by Benoit. And he taps. That's it. Thanks for coming. Benoit wins in 20 odd seconds. New United States champion. Chris Benoit. 20 odd seconds. Just started. I hope it doesn't storm. Days, Benoit was a great superstar. It's hard to watch his matches. I agree. I thought we'd already watched this pay-per-view. No, we've never watched this pay-per-view. It's the first time that we are watching SummerSlam 2005, and I remember that I'd actually broken my ankle at this time. I don't know if this is a story I ever told, but SummerSlam or summer of 2005 was a really interesting summer for me. I'm sure I have told the story where I was at work and I ran. Should never run. But I ran down the corridor because I was told that I could wear a hula skirt. I mean, this is just who I was, right? I was at work. It was a big sale, and our sale was like Caribbean themed. And our manager at the time was like, I've got some like Hawaiian hula skirts. If anyone wants to wear them, like, you know. And I was like, yes, I want to wear that. How often can you wear a hula skirt at work? So I went running down. But the thing was, the cleaner had mopped the floor, hadn't put a wet floor sign down. And I went straight over, slipped, did my ankle. And I was in a cast and out of work for about 3 months. So summer of 2005 was a great one for me because I was getting paid and I was at home. And so I was able to just, you know, catch up with wrestling and really watch it. And this is what I'm saying. Like with this was a show that really got me interest anyway. We've got Eddie and Vicky. So I was able to kind of really enjoy this. Eddie says, this is all about my love for Dominic. Vicky says, you could care less about Dominic. This is about hurting Ray. Eddie says, I need someone to carry on the Guerrero legacy. It's kind of cool, isn't it, seeing Vicky and Eddie together? Eddie and Vicky, yeah. Days wore a Caribbean skirt and complained about Lillian Garcia's clothing. Probably at the same time, yes. So, nice little moment here between Vicky and Eddie. So now you don't think I can beat Ray. I don't think he had ever beaten Ray, had he, Eddie? I don't think he had ever beaten Ray. I think that was part of this story going into it. Since you're not being that great of a support, turn around and support on out of here. There we go. He sends Vicky away. Wait, if you're 21, does that mean that your old job broke child employment laws? No, because I was 21 then as well. And you're allowed to be 21 and be at work. It's a very difficult thing to explain. It's all about like quantum mechanics. I don't want to get into it. So that was a nice little segment. That was cool. Not often you get to sit here and watch Eddie Guerrero and Vicky Guerrero have an argument. I loved how Eddie used real life, pure emotion in his stories, says Brandon. He was one of the best, wasn't he? Lots of support for the US military. I can't remember what was happening at this time, but there's a lot of military in the crowd. Edge, Matt Hardy. Yeah. Matt Hardy had a 6-year relationship with Lita, and now she's with Edge. And this is all part of the story, look. And they were in a real relationship as well. This wasn't just made up. Wow. Can't believe they went there. Matt Hardy against Edge. quantum mechanics pop. Yes. Shout out to £10. Hope you are well. Oh no, I've completely wrecked my chat. Matt Hardy. Amy was having an affair with Adam Copeland. Real names getting used. Matt Hardy has been released by WWE, and there's Lita on Bite This. I have no obligation to the fans to be Matt Hardy's girlfriend. The build to this is so... Man. You screwed Matt. Edge equals home wrecker. And there, look, there's Matt Hardy attacking Edge. Edge and Lita eating each other's faces off. Shout out also, this is Elaine Doyle's second channel. Shout out to Elaine Doyle and Patrick Hackett. Days, did Dream turn heel or just let his frustrations out last night? Did Dream turn heel? I don't know. I was too busy in shock that he'd come back at all. We're building towards him against Finn Balor, aren't we? This story was too legit for WWE. He didn't screw Matt. He screwed Lita, if we're being honest. There was a lot of screwing going on. That's what I know. Days, am I going to have to unsubscribe? I'm not a fan of overselling. I think you are. I think you are. I mean, I've been trying to get you to unsubscribe for a long time, Chalmers. Hey, here comes Edge. Here comes Lita. Lidge. This is going to be a slobber knocker. Edges and Lita's slobber knockers. Hey, kids. Look at her. Honestly, she's dressed like a 7-year-old. At what point did Lillian Garcia look in the mirror and go, yes, yes, I'm going to wear this white top, this pink skirt, and knee-high socks. Unbelievable. She just needs a packed lunch. Can't get over it. Are they knee-high socks or boots? Either way. It just doesn't look like the correct attire. Right, here comes Matt Hardy. Oh, yeah. Hardy's ripped, man. He's got a bit of size to him. Hardy will not die. He comes running down, launches himself at Edge, and these two are fighting outside of the ring. At least Lillian isn't exposing a ton of cleavage. Well, that's true. She's keeping it respectful. Edge gets into the ring, so here we go. I mean, look. Super personal, this one. And Lita at ringside. Dude, I feel your pain. It hit 100 today. Whoa, what? Temperature-wise, hit 100 where you are. That's madness. There's lag on my WWE network. It's been all right for me so far. It's been all right for me so far, which is, fingers crossed it stays that way. I have had a bit of lag in recent times. Right, yeah, someone was saying this gets brutal fast, says Dave in real life. They're moving at some pace, aren't they? Keep going in and out the ring. They've been in and out the ring 5 times. The match is only about 30 seconds long. Edge in the corner and Hardy. I really like this. I love the fact that it's so personal. Maybe it's a bit too close to the bone or whatever, but I really feel like I am watching two people that genuinely don't like each other, trying to settle their differences in the ring. Who remembers when Lita was a Godfather Ho? A manager of Essa Rios. Trevor says, I start school next Thursday. Any advice? Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. I mean, yeah, just go and have fun. Meet some people. Have a few conversations. Treat people how you'd want to be treated. It's pretty simple, really. There's nothing to worry about. Don't forget, everyone's in the same boat. That's good advice. Everyone's in the same boat. I remember going to school and being quite nervous. I think that's just natural. I think everyone is. But fast forward like a few weeks and yeah, you're just into the groove, aren't you? You know, so yeah, just go and have fun and learn things. Also, that's also some good advice. Definitely learn some things. Spear there by Edge. Both Edge and Hardy outside the ring. Lita coming round with a concerned look on her face. And Hardy gets thrown back into the ring. Are you a bigger fan of 2005 Lita or modern day Linda? Probably 2005 Lita, actually, because I don't see enough of modern day Linda. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw modern day Linda. She stays out the way too much for me. Kind of, do you know what I mean? I need to see a bit more of the great woman. So she could learn a lot from 2005 Lita. Hello, Hazza. Hope you are well. They still have the same announce tables. You'd think they would have changed in 15 years, says Scalds24. She is not wearing loads, is she, Later? She's not wearing loads. On this day, I see clearly it's a great song in it. Days my kneecaps hurt. Is this normal? Yes. The only wrestler better than Matt Hardy is Kurt Hawkins, says Chris Benoit. They're back out the ring again. I'm not lying. This match is like 2 minutes long, and I swear they've been in and out the ring 10 times. And is there a bit of blood now? There is blood already. Hardy has been busted open. Man, the crimson mask already. Look at the smile on the face of Edge. Hardy trying to get up to his feet. He's already got blood on the ring apron, blood on his arm. Hardy trying to get up to his feet. Referee is checking on him, and Matt Hardy is calling Edge over. It does look cool in the background, though, that entrance stage. I will give it that respect. Just a little camera shot there, and you can see the SummerSlam entranceway. It's cool. Ref checking on Hardy. Hardy's pleading with him not to stop the match. Oh, man. Blood now all down the face of Hardy. Hardy collapsing down. And the ref is telling Edge to stand back. Edge with a sick smirk on his face as he kicks Hardy into the side of the head. What is your least favourite pay-per-view? Has he called it? He's called it. The ref's called. I don't remember this stopping so quick. Yeah, he's called it. Edge putting his... I'm proper surprised. I'm shocked. I had no idea that ended that quick. I honestly... If you'd have told me, I'd have said this would have gone for a good 10 minutes plus. But there we go. Look, Hardy busted open. Wow. Those kicks to the head, says Monica. Matt is getting murdered. Ref stoppage. That's exactly what we get. Nasty cut. So, ref had a look at Hardy's eyes and saw that no one was home. Ah, brutal. I don't remember they called this match. No, neither did I. Oh. Face first into the post, the ring post. Mandela effect. Hey, Wrestle with Andy knows all about those. He's done some excellent videos on Mandela effects in wrestling. So, Hardy is being led to the backstage area by a couple of referees. Blood pouring down his face. And it's kind of 2 quick matches there. 2 quick matches. Stupid internet. Ref stoppage is so underrated. These guys hated each other. Sometimes they should win by going too far. JR says the ref made the only call. He lives to fight another day. MCI Center. I love it when feuds get personal. Becky and Seth from Extreme Rules 2019. We got Michael Cole and Taz. Harry, shout out to you, my friend. He looks like broken Matt Hardy to me. Yes. Days, I pre-ordered UFC 4. And I can't wait for it to arrive tomorrow. Oh, is that out tomorrow? I didn't know that. I didn't know UFC 4 was out. Oh, man, I want to play UFC 4. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. It is time for the custody of Dominic. Yeah. Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. The winner gets a human boy. Human boy on the line. And that human boy is going on to face Seth Rollins this year. There he is. Look, there's that little human boy. Fun fact, that little boy there doesn't grow up. He stays exactly the same and formed the group Retribution. So that little boy right there, he is the leader of Retribution. For some reason, he never aged over the last 15 years. He stayed the same. And him and his friends formed a group. And they are now causing mischief in WWE. I'm not sure if that's true, but it feels true. And sometimes what feels true is more important than what's actually true. Aligned! Ray is not your father. Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? It is true. Look at that Ray with his head in his hands. Dominic, look at this. The sad piano in the background. Official custody papers. Days, have you got any of the AEW Unrivaled series? I don't. Dominic is a cute little emo kid. The first words to come out of his mouth were Dad. Ray talks about how he was there when he rode his bike and... And then the whole family come down the next week. And the woman from social services is there as well. Do you think WWE will bring this storyline up? It might get a pass-in mention, but it hasn't featured as a part of the build, has it? He's Eminem's kid. He does look like a young Eminem. Maybe that's what he was like basing himself off. Perhaps he was the real Slim Shady, and he is standing up. Days, would you like a reunion of Braun and Nicholas? I don't mind. It's not high on my list of things I want to see. But, yeah, I don't mind if they revisit that. I think that could be quite interesting in a few years' time. 15 years later, he faces Seth, I know, yeah. What parent lets their 5-year-old kid bleach their hair? Do you know what? A neglectful one, which is why I hope Eddie wins. I hope Eddie wins. Come on, Eddie. He would never let that happen to Dominic. Michael Cole just says, for the first time in the history of WWE, the custody of a child is at stake. It's like, well, really? What, you're telling me you've never done this before, WWE? Guys, for the first time ever, a custody of a child. How did he even say it without laughing? The custody of a child. Unbelievable scenes. Who is your favourite Sonic character? Sonic? A Mario character? Mario? I like how they use Andre's entrance song right now. Kamala shout out. I don't know what you mean, David. Shout out to you, David P85. Monica says, I dyed my hair at 7. What's wrong with bleach? Perhaps it gives you predicting superpowers. I don't know. Eddie making his way down. Ladder in the entranceway. My mum bleached my hair when I was that age. Well, the right thing to do then, Phil, is to put yourself up as a prize in a wrestling match. Let's do Shorty G versus Elias. Winner gets custody of Phil. Phil B is going to be on the line. Shorty G versus Elias. It's the only right thing to do. Here is Eddie has come down and Slim Shade is in the front row. He's so good. He looks so scared. Do you think they never told him? Do you think he's under the impression that whoever wins this match is really going to be taking him home? Look, he looks like he's about to cry. Well done. Well done, Dominic. Eddie is Dominic's biological father. Guy in the background. You see the guy in the background behind Dominic? Not paying any attention, just doing this. Going full on Hulk Hogan. It's so hard to focus on this match when the future of a child is at stake. And look how sad the child is as well. Briefcase suspended above the ring. Inside are custody papers to Dominic. Here comes Rey Mysterio. I like the bleach-haired woman. Okay, I'm going to stop. Phil on a pole match. It's got to be that way, Phil. I'm sorry. But if you had your hair bleached at that age, that was neglect. That was neglect. So we need to get you out of that situation. We need to get you a new parent. So it's either going to be Elias or Shorty G. No celebrating from Ray as he makes his way down to the ring. And he pops out of a little platform. That's a steep ramp, isn't it? Did you see that ramp that Ray had to kind of like walk down? There is Dominic watching on. Ray's old song was fire. This is how all courtroom custody battles should be resolved. Yeah, man, this would spice things up. Let's merge Judge Judy with the WWE, and maybe all courtroom dramas can be resolved this way. Here we go. Look, Ray going over to Slim Shady. And he's looking at him. There's a little smile on the face of Dominic. I think Dominic showing a little more warmth towards Ray. This is when Dominic was smaller. Little kiss on the head. Days, do you think the eye for an eye storyline between Guerrero and Mysterio in 2005 would have been better? I don't know. This is silly. It's silly, but with two of the all-time greats involved. So it kind of becomes passable. Eddie Guerrero jumps out the ring. He's just seen Ray go over and give a little kiss to Dominic. Dominic sat down in his chair. Eddie goes over, leans on the barricade. Little smile on his face. And he points up at the contract. Puts his hand out, shakes the hand of the woman. Gets back into the ring. It is... I'm on board with it. It's a ridiculous storyline. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely stupid. Custody of a child. Just can't even get your head around how this got cleared. Or how you're meant to suspend your belief so much to believe this is true. But take that away. This is Eddie Guerrero against Rey Mysterio. Do you know what I mean? Take the fluff away. This is a ladder match between Ray and Eddie. It's going to be amazing. Durandamir and Pena at UFC 253 has just been announced. Cool. My network crashed. Yeah, you're all right. Yellow shirt posse. Yellow shirt posse. In the front row. I'd love to see them come back. People in yellow shirts are dominating the front row. Eddie and... knee to the midsection. We are underway with this. Match number 3 then. Match number 3. The storyline is so good because Dominic looks genuinely scared. Yeah, he did a great job. That scared looking facial expression where he's on the verge of tears. He looked like that all throughout this storyline. He did a really good job with it. They used him really well. Days AEW has let Sadie Gibbs go. She's now been removed from the website. I don't know that I saw too much of her, to be honest. Days, have you even tried to get AEW and Rival, or did you order them with the promo code Days at Ringside? There isn't a promo code Days at Ringside. No, I haven't tried to get them because I don't try to get figures unless we try to do toy hunts for them. I could very easily go onto the internet and just buy stuff, but I've always enjoyed hunting for figures and going out, and the toy hunts are like what people have really enjoyed on the channel before, and 2020 has been the worst year for toy hunting, so I believe those figures were in Smiths, were coming to Smiths. I don't know if Smiths have got them or not, but no, we haven't been out toy hunting for a long time as a result of 2020 doing 2020 things. So no, I've not actively tried to get them because I've not actively done a toy hunt. Eddie has hurled Ray into a ladder, brought the ladder into the ring, is setting it up. Ray in dark blue attire. I'm not sure if Ray is based on something or someone, but he's in like a dark blue attire. Springboard, drop kick off the ropes. Drop kicks Eddie Guerrero off the ladder. Elation on the face of Dominic. Jimmy Havoc has been released. B. Priestley has been released. What's going on? Why is all these people being released? B. Priestley, Jimmy Havoc. Well, Jimmy Havoc's not the biggest surprise because Jimmy Havoc obviously had been called out in that speaking out movement. B. Priestley, I'd read a report or something that she was moving to Japan. I think she was moving to Japan to be with Ospreay. So I don't know that she was necessarily doing. I don't know she was necessarily sticking around, and Sadie Gibbs I've never heard of. So unless there's any other names, I'm not sure that's. Don't know. Rumours of Joey Janela. Oh, now that would be interesting. I haven't heard anything to do with Joey Janela. At this point, DVD was going as Blu-ray was coming. Oh, right, Blu-ray, yeah. You're right, Blu-ray. This is how they're promoting a brand new format. Blu-ray in the ring. Tell you what, you guys are having a lot of fun with different colours. We've got the yellow clothed posse in the front row. We've got Blu-ray. Both Eddie and Ray are trading blows at the top of this ladder. Punches going back and forth. Forearm smash from Ray. Eddie with a strike of his own. Eddie climbing up. Eddie has got one hand on the ladder. Two hands on the ladder. Ray. Ooh, just stopping him. I mean, Ray was up there. Didn't know that Ray was going to be able to make that save. He seemed to be a bit down and out. Over the top, looking for a powerbomb. A little bit of a botch, but Ray does get driven onto his head. Heather says they better not touch Janela. Jimmy Havoc, B. Priestley released. That's what's being reported, yeah. Bad Boy Joey is not going from AEW. B. Priestley, Jimmy Havoc's bio removed from AEW's roster page. I'm not too surprised by them, as I've said. Jimmy Havoc has got sent to like rehab or whatever as a result of. Didn't Jimmy Havoc like lash out at Excalibur? I seem to recall they had a very public falling out, and then as a part of speaking out, he obviously was named in all of that. And so I'm not too surprised they've parted ways with him. And B. Priestley, I've got a feeling, was moving to Japan. Eddie grabbing a ladder. Never say never for AEW. Days Jeff is rumoured to be facing AJ at SummerSlam. Chair in the corner. Chair. Ladder in the corner. On top of a cowering Mysterio. It's been a good match, man. Oh! Slammed on top of the ladder. Guerrero he's created a Ray sandwich. Ladder. Mysterio. Ladder. Up over the top. Oh. No, you can see the concern etched on the face of Dominic. Happy birthday to Bob Backlund, Kofi Kingston, and Johnny Gargano. Man came crashing down onto Blu-ray. He crushed a Blu-ray. Can't wait for The Fiend. Ladder in the corner, smashing it into the face of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio slumped down in the corner. Taz says, I hate to say it, but Eddie Guerrero has got the right game plan. So Rey Mysterio slumped in the corner, ladder on top of him. Eddie Guerrero setting up a ladder in the center of the ring. Dominic watching on, maybe taking some notes. Maybe taking some notes as to what he can do. Ray is climbing up one ladder to get to Eddie that's on the other ladder. This is great. Action in this is really good. Both guys at the top of a ladder. Back body drop. Oh, it's nasty. Wow. Rey Mysterio flips Eddie over. Eddie crashes onto a ladder, but the problem is the whole structure falls over. And so Rey Mysterio falls onto a fallen ladder as well. Brutal. The whole thing just collapses. Ooh. Ray properly falls onto the side of that ladder. Days, my comments aren't coming through. I can see your comments. I could watch Eddie versus Ray at every pay-per-view. I know, man. Really cool. That ladder spot was brutal. Days, what if the AEW cuts are Retribution? Wouldn't make any sense, would it? Because Retribution has started. And AEW have... plus also... B. Priestley, as I've said, I think is going back to Japan, so I don't see her going to WWE. Jimmy Havoc, I don't think WWE would take. If they're going to take him, they might use him in NXT UK, but they're not putting him on Raw or SmackDown. So, I don't see that at all. And as we said, Retribution has already started. Mysterio charging over. Oh, gets planted onto the ladder that's in the corner. Ray has signed a new contract. Ray is retiring. Rey Mysterio charged at Eddie, got picked up and slammed on top of a ladder. Days, if you do find the AEW and Rival series, can you pick me up a set in the US? All the scalpers are taking them. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to go, to be honest, dude. I don't even know if they're in shops because everyone is contacting me about these AEW figures. They seem to be highly, highly sought after. Ray down in the corner. Do you think Dominic has earned Seth's respect and the locker as a whole? I think Seth would give him a hug. Dominic's in the ring. Look, Dominic's in the ring. He's trying to tip over the ladder. Dominic getting into the ring. He was like trying to tip it over. And Eddie is looking down at Dominic. He comes climbing down. Eddie standing right over Dominic. What's the matter with you? Dominic backing into the corner, shaking his head. Look, you're gonna love me. I'm your new daddy. You're gonna learn the hard way what it is to be a guerrero. And he went to slap him. You're gonna learn the hard way what it is to be a guerrero. Well, there we go. Scenes Dominic getting in, stopping Eddie from winning. Ray almost thrown into the ladder. Eddie gets thrown into the ladder. He's in position for a 619. Oh, Rey Mysterio 619's a ladder into the face of Eddie Guerrero. So good. So good. Everyone knows that you tip a ladder from the side. This Dominic is such a rookie. He is a rookie. He is a rookie. He's gone back over in the crowd. The cops found Shots' car. They did. Yes. Saw the video. Very cool. Mysterio climbing up. Eddie Guerrero grabbing Ray. Ray's got one hand on the briefcase. Ray's on the shoulders in like an electric chair position. He could grab that briefcase, Ray. No, flips down. Powerbomb! Powerbomb off the ladder by Rey Mysterio. Eddie Guerrero bouncing. Oh, it's just magic when these two face each other. Oh, we need to have a look at the Meltzer ratings. Might be fun, mightn't it? Have a little look at the old Meltzer scores. Dave Meltzer. Let's see what old Davey boy thought. So Benoit against Orlando Jordan got 0.25 stars because it was all of 20 seconds long. Edge versus Matt Hardy got 3.5 stars. No, 2 stars. Rey Mysterio, Eddie got 3.5. Ray's dangling. Look at this. He's holding onto the briefcase. Drops down, powerbomb. So this match, 3.5 stars. Ray could not hold on. Jerry Smith, shout out to you. What if Rey Mysterio's eye is the leader of Retribution? Are you excited for the Battle Royal tomorrow? Absolutely, Lauren. Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Here we go. Eddie putting the ladder on top of Ray. Ray is trying to stop him from doing it, but Eddie has managed to put the ladder on top of Mysterio. That's going to be difficult for Mysterio. Oh, he's struggling to get out. Eddie climbing up. Slowly making his way up. Eddie. And here we go, look, Guerrero. So, I think Dave has been saying this all night. This moment right here, Vicky Guerrero is meant to come down and stop him. I mean, Eddie can quite clearly get the briefcase right now. But look, he's struggling with the clasp and he can't get the clasp off. And look, Mysterio is desperately trying to wobble the ladder, and Eddie holding on to the briefcase. But yeah, Vicky Guerrero was meant to come down and make the save. And here we go, look. Eddie Guerrero just spinning around like a piñata. Pulls him down. He is frustrated. Look how frustrated Eddie was there. Frustrated because Vicky didn't come down and make the save. Eddie and Ray got robbed if this was only a 3.5. Yeah, I think it's really good, yeah. I think it's really good. Johnny Bates says, where's Vicky? Kick to the midsection by Eddie. Snap suplex to Three Amigos. And the third one, onto a ladder. Spine first. That has got to be some kind of superhero costume. It's got to be. I don't know what it is, but it's just really giving me superhero vibes, what Ray's wearing. Vicky is with Edge. Stupid. Where was Vicky? It wasn't in the Tokyo Dome, otherwise it would have been scored higher. That's true. If this was Tanahashi taking on Shibata in the Tokyo Dome, then yeah, you're absolutely right. Oh, here she is! Oh, here she is! Vicky Guerrero coming down. Shit, what are you doing here? You were meant to be here 5 minutes ago. Look, Vicky grabbing onto the ladder. Pushing the ladder. Oh! Eddie goes off the top of the ladder into the ropes. There's Dominic. Kind of chilled. Slight smile sneaking across his face as Rey's going over. Rey Mysterio sets up the ladder. Eddie did land hard. Mysterio climbing. Blu-ray is on the rise. Come on, Blu-ray. Vicky is holding Eddie, stopping Eddie as Rey Mysterio battles with the briefcase, gets the briefcase. Yes, Dominic. Dominic jumps over. Rey Mysterio has got his son back. It's not really his son, as we said. My network is working fine. Days, do you see DC winning on Saturday? I've got a... I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Stipe, but... There's Rey Mysterio's wife. There we go. Big hug. There's Dominic as well. All three members of the Mysterio family. Vicky just wanted some new clothes. She didn't want another mouth to fit. That's true. Yeah, that's good thinking. She's like, oh, I can't be cooking for 3 people. Do you know what I mean? Eddie has never defeated Rey. Very frustrated, Eddie. Rey gets in, smashes Eddie with the briefcase. I think it's Batman. He did a Batman one. It does definitely feel like a superhero. Yeah? I mean, could be. Could still be based on that. Maybe a different era Batman or something. Always good to see Eddie again. Him and Rey were like brothers in real life. Both family men, 2 Hall of Famers. Absolutely. Dominic looks just like his mom. Lol, says Shawn Flagstaff. Well, there we go. Ah, says Mom. Has it worked on you, Monica? Has it worked? Has this story actually drawn you in? There we go. Dominic wrestles 50. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird to think that that little boy is now going to be taking on Seth Rollins. Why didn't they just do the match 2005? That would have been even better. I'd love to have seen that version of Dominic taking on whatever Seth looked like in 2005. That should be the next match. I'd love to have seen that. Why did I have to wait 15 years? We got Chris Jericho. Jericho versus Cena. What's your mindset? The time is now for Jericho to become WWE champion. The Chain Gang. He's going to be thrown to the side just like flavor of the month, like New Kids on the Block. Would it be cool if Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AEW faced off at Survivor Series? It's not going to happen, is it, dude? I still believe Dominic is a second-generation superstar because of Eddie. Days Dominic proved he could take a kendo stick like a champ. This match was all Eddie's and Ray's idea, says Dave in real life. I'm in tears, says Monica. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. So, Jericho still cutting this promo backstage. They can finally have a champion that they're proud of. Okay, we're back into the arena and coming out now. Is it Eugene? It is Eugene. Eugene, who is apparently speaking to Coaster Maniacs tonight. There we go. Eric Spearman. Shout out to you, my friend. Okay, here we go. Eugene making his way down. Might be the first time some of you have seen Eugene. Controversial character. I liked him. So I think this is Kurt Angle versus Eugene. Winner gets Kurt Angle's medal. I think his Olympic medal is on the line. Dun, 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 dun. Eric Spearman, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Jericho has got really good teeth. Yes. Eugene is here. Right, Kurt Angle making his way down. He is medalless. Eugene has got his medal. Winner of this match. Yeah, this was... It's kind of controversial, isn't it? It is kind of controversial. Eugene puts his hands out to shake the hand of Kurt Angle. He just smashes him in the face. I remember really liking Eugene, though, at the time. Kick to the midsection. Down in the corner. Kurt Angle stomping away. Jericho is so off base. Little does he know Cena will be around forever. That's true, yeah. If only you knew. If only he knew. Nice clothesline. Down goes Eugene. Yeah, I mean, Eugene, very, very controversial character. He was in WWE from 04 to 07. He does go back a few times, but not really anything significant. He was in Ohio Valley Wrestling as well. I I think he used this gimmick quite a lot, even outside of WWE. I liked it. I thought it was different. It was something I hadn't seen before, but as we said, a little bit controversial. Mike Chioda, yeah. Mike Chioda. Kurt Angle would clean house on Underground. This was a ludicrous feud. This was a ludicrous feud. You would expect something a little bit better for Kurt Angle at SummerSlam. Although saying that, you'd expect something a little bit better for Kurt Angle for his farewell match, wouldn't you? Rather than having to face Baron Corbin. Although I did hear that apparently there was a deal that Kurt had done with Vince. And if he'd stayed competing for one more year, so if he had actually stuck around till WrestleMania 36, his final match would have been John Cena. He wanted his last match to be against John Cena. And Vince was like, well, I need you to face Baron Corbin. Because they were really trying to build up Baron Corbin. So I need you to face Baron Corbin at WrestleMania 35. And Kurt had no interest in carrying on. But if he had have carried on, he would have faced John Cena this year. And that would have been his retirement. So that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Could have retired against John Cena, but the only thing was he'd have to have wrestled for another year. Into the corner. Top turnbuckle goes Eugene. Big strikes coming in by Eugene. The game is Ask Days questions about wrestling. Oh, just a 2 count. 2 count for Eugene. Eugene was not one of Bischoff's better ideas. Here we go. Kurt Angle getting up to his feet. Kick to the midsection. No. Reversed. Olympic slam. Couldn't get it. Goes for a clothesline. Another kick to the midsection. Stunner by Eugene. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Kurt. It was the greatest thing that he retired on the hands of the King. Was the greatest of the King. What, you think so? You think it was good that he retired to King Corbin? Because I don't know that it helped King Corbin. It was great when Kurt made Hogan tap out. Made in right time to watch all-time great legends. Eugene wrestle, says Mustafa. Here we go. The straps have come down. The crowd are fired up. Ankle lock. Middle of the ring. Eugene taps. And that's that. There we go. That's that match done. So, what did Dave Meltzer give that? Meltzer gave that 2 stars. 2 stars, that match from Meltzer. Although, I have just seen what the next match is going to be, and this could be tasty. Orton versus Undertaker. Woo-hoo. Orton Undertaker coming up next. There we go. Let you tells the cheerleader to get out of her chair. Kurt Angle has got a chair. Jericho versus Cena is on this card. Yeah. Who is your favourite male superstar now? Favourite male superstar right now? I think it's hard, man. I think it's hard. I don't know that there's anyone that's really setting the world on fire. I think I really like what Orton's been doing. I think Orton's in-ring work is very good. I think his promos are exceptional. It'd be very interesting to see him taking on Drew McIntyre, so I'd probably lean towards Orton. Kurt is standing on the chair, and he gets the Olympic medal put around his neck. He's kind of pretending that he's back at the Olympics again. There we go. Now, this was the original legend killing Randy Orton, yes. No one says, hello, I started watching you when you did the Macho Man defining moments figure. Thank you for this content. Shout out to you, no one. Hope you are well. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we don't do the figure reviews so much now, if at all. Just because I think there's probably other channels that can do them a bit quicker than what we can. So yeah, it's something that's kind of fallen down the priority list. But yeah, they were fun, man. Hello, we got some car washing going on. There's Maria. Well, that's not how you wash a car. I can tell you that much. They're wasting a lot of water. Wrestling has come a long way, hasn't it? Cheeky. President of the United States. So Donald Trump is there. Donald Trump. No, 2005. Who would that have been? George Bush. Nah, it's Vinnie Mac. Look at Vinnie Mac. Why not? Well, anything is possible, yes, Vinny. There we go. He says, why not? McMahon for president. McMahon. I tell you, it's quite scary because I do feel like that could be a reality. Why not? Undertaker. Making his way down. No video package or anything. Instead, we just get some of the ladies cleaning Vince's car. Flames. We just had lightning. Now there's flames. USA! 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 Lots of smoke. Of course, it is Dead Man at this stage. He came back, brought the Dead Man character back in 2004. Undertaker making his way down. Undertaker Orton. The greatest match ever would be Trump versus Undertaker. I love Undertaker. Yes, he's very cool, isn't he? Favourite jobber ever? Probably the Brooklyn Brawler. So, Undertaker is the GOAT. So, we've got, what, about an hour and 40 minutes, just under? About an hour and 40 minutes left of the show. I don't know how many matches, actually. Let's have a look at how many matches we've got. We have got 4 matches left. 4 matches left, my friends. We've got Randy Orton, Undertaker. John Cena versus Chris Jericho. Batista versus JBL. That's a no-holds-barred match. And Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. I've got to say, I think this has been an all-right show so far. I liked Edge and Matt Hardy. I know it wasn't very long, but the build was excellent. Man, they went at each other and Matt busted open. I thought Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero was a good match. Kurt Angle, Eugene, I mean, whatever. Benoit, Orlando, Jordan, whatever. And we've still got 4 big matches to finish this show off with, so that's a really good show to go back and watch. So, Undertaker has made his way down. He's taken off his jacket. Barry Horowitz is the best jobber. He's a legend in the jobber world. The Undertaker literally terrifies everyone. How is Mama Days? She's all right, thank you. Edge and Matt Hardy had a real-life beef. They did, yes. The fog machine is working overtime. Yes, it is. There was a lot of fog then. I'm amazed there was no video package here. No video package for this match at all. We need to finish Total Divas. We do need to go back and finish that. You are right. I prefer this entrance music. Hey. I think this is better than Voices. Nothing you can say. Change what you've done to me. It'd be cool if he brought that entrance music back, actually. If he has brought back Legend Killer, why not bring back this theme? To me. That'd be great. He should do that at WrestleMania. If he faces Edge again, which is the rumored plan. Rumored plan is that he will face Edge at WrestleMania. If he is going with the Legend Killer gimmick again, bring this music back. Hey, nothing you can say, nothing that can change what you've done to me. Good, man. We need to finish WrestleManias first. Voices suits Orton's character better. Orton hated this music. He did. Yeah, he did. Hey, nothing you can say. I always preferred it. I like Voices, but I just always preferred this original. Shout out to Zap Zone 39. Orton getting back into the ring. So here we go. Undertaker, Randy Orton. Do you think AEW has potential to be greater than WWE? Well, I don't know how to answer that, because everything's got potential to be greater, but you've just got to do an awful lot to get there. Like AEW has potential to be better than WWE, but it's going to take many years to achieve that. If indeed they do it all. So, I don't know. I mean, there'll be people that say that AEW is better than WWE already, but I would say that week in, week out, it varies show to show between them and NXT, you know? So, I don't feel they're at a point where they're consistently getting more viewers. I'll give them that. But they're not consistently better than NXT. But of course, that's just all opinion, isn't it? Bring back this fire burns. He used it once. Paul Bearer and Undertaker was like Brock and Paul Heyman. Right, we are underway with this match between Undertaker and Randy Orton. Against the ropes goes Undertaker. Shoulder charge. Down goes Randy. Nice hip toss by Orton. Clothesline. Undertaker goes down. Big boot by the dead man. Look at that. Look at the look on the face of Orton. AEW mopped the floor with NXT yesterday. Yeah, I do agree. Quality. What I've not even seen the ratings, but I'd imagine on both. Yesterday was an example of AEW definitely being the better show. I haven't seen ratings for yesterday, actually. Have they come out yet? Let's have a look. See what's going down on Twitter Town. AEW 0.32 versus 0.16. So it looks like the ratings have come through. AEW 792,000, NXT 619. 792 against 619. Boyaka, boyaka! So, yeah, there we go. No real surprises there. And for me, far and away the better show as well, AEW yesterday. But that is not a consistent thing. It's changes week by week. Uppercut, European uppercut by Randy Orton. Big strike, Undertaker in the corner. Undertaker coming out though, grabbing Orton, firing some big overhand rights. So great. Those strikes are so impressive. Into the other corner goes Randy. Undertaker going over, but it's Randy that gets a big boot up. Oh, but he just runs into a big boot of the dead man's. Someone in the crowd has got a sign that says RIP RKO. Someone else has got a 2. So every time there's a 2 count, they keep holding up this massive 2. This giant 2. Lovely. Big strike across the back. Undertaker in control. Has Randy pretty much worn black trunks from here on out? Yeah, I think so. Duck underneath by the dead man. Nice. That is vintage dead man. Have you ever watched Reality of Wrestling? No. During the pandemic, WWE has mostly either been really close or far down in ratings compared to AEW. Yep. I mean, we've spoken extensively about NXT and where their problems are and what we feel they need to do. And until they address those issues, I just don't know that it's going to change. They've got a lot of work to do with NXT. It's really losing its way. I don't want Randy to win against Drew. It's going to be a very interesting match, a very, very close match. Jerry says, when do you think was the last time we saw Prime Undertaker? Maybe in his match against CM Punk at WrestleMania 29. I know there's a lot of love for Undertaker's match against Shane and Drew at Extreme Rules. It was Roman and Undertaker against Shane and Drew. But obviously that was a tag match and it kind of protected Undertaker. I don't know that you can say that was Undertaker in his prime. Whereas the CM Punk match was good. It had a really good build. Obviously, Paul Bearer had passed away. Do you remember CM Punk opening the urn and tipping Paul Bearer's ashes out of the urn because Paul Bearer had really passed away. And obviously, they weren't really his ashes, but it was all part of the story. And the match was a really good match. Didn't quite get to the levels of like the Triple H HBK stuff, but still a really good match. In fact, what did Meltzer Baby score that match? Let's have a look. Just as a guide. WrestleMania 29. Let's have a look. Big boot. 4.5 stars. Dave Meltzer gives Undertaker CM Punk from WrestleMania 29 4.5 stars. It's the highest rated match on that show. 2.5 by Orton. Undertaker had got his foot on the rope. Orton comes crashing down onto the leg. Ooh, and again. Sick smile on the face of Orton. I love Undertaker so much, says 10. About an hour and a half left. Yeah, about an hour and a half. We are, time is less actually. About 1:25 or so. Storyline on Paul Bearer's death. Wow. Yeah. I mean, Vince knows no limits. I actually didn't mind it because I kind of feel like Paul Bearer would have been all right with it. And it was a nice way of kind of including him in a storyline, like one last time, having him being a part of the build and whatever. So I mean, I didn't see it. Was it disrespectful? Well, not really, because it wasn't really his ashes. But yeah, it was all to build heat on CM Punk. So I don't know. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I'm guessing they got. Well, I'm hoping they got the okay from his family. Could you imagine if they didn't? Elbow drop by Randy. Randy doing a lot of work on the Undertaker's legs. Certainly on his left leg. Is Kane a hearted demon? I have no idea. I think we need a Meltzer baby emoji. Knee by Orton, going for a 2. Just gets 2. And the big 2 sign appears in the crowd. The ring, it's worth saying, the ring ropes are black. And the turnbuckles have got the old scratch logo on, of course. Shame that the ring canvas isn't a different colour. Big boot by Orton. Going for the pin. Another 2, and again the 2 sign comes out. I love that 2 sign. Orton moving, Undertaker over. It's really weird if you think about it. Like 2005, this is such an interesting time, because it's not that long before you had the likes of Triple H, Austin, The Rock. Do you know what I mean? Like, you had those kind of names, and now here we are. You've still got Undertaker, but now you've got Randy Orton, and you got Jericho, but you've got John Cena. Like, we're seeing the 2 like generations kind of meshing here. Such an interesting time. I don't know that we've got anything like that now. Could you say like Seth and Roman with Andrade and whatever? I suppose Seth and Dominic is very much a generational difference, isn't it? But don't know if Dominic's going to be sticking around. Although he has signed a contract, hasn't he? We saw him signing to become a WWE superstar, but what does that mean? What happens? What happens with Dominic after SummerSlam? I don't know. Maybe some tag matches with his dad. Undertaker smashing Orton's knee into the ring canvas. A great video about Undertaker's first wrestling match against Bruiser Brody on the network and YouTube if you haven't already seen it. I haven't seen it, no. Sami Zayn is not going to AEW. Here we go. Orton going back after that left leg of Undertaker. Undertaker grabbing the head of Orton. Orton, though, going for the eyes. I don't know how long this can go on for. I mean, I suppose it can still have a little bit of time, can't it? Brock is returning. He was meant to be coming back at SummerSlam, wasn't he? But I'm not sure that he is now. Orton up comes crashing down onto the leg of Undertaker. SummerSlam could be quite interesting if if the fights kind of go into the arena where there's no crowd. They could really do some interesting stuff, Fighting around a completely empty arena might be quite interesting. Can't figure out why they're going in the Amway Center and what they're going to do. Obviously, rumours they might get some virtual reality fans and, loads of different things that they could look at. But do you remember that empty arena match between Mankind, Mick Foley and The Rock? Wasn't that like a halftime match for the Super Bowl? Halftime heat or something? Leg drop by the dead man. It's so weird seeing Undertaker without tattoos before he was Undertaker. Any more word on SummerSlam on a boat? It looks like it's going to be in the Amway Center, so no, it doesn't look like it'll be on a boat. Looks like it's going to be in the big arena in Orlando, which I think is where Orlando Magic play. Right, Undertaker at the top comes crashing down. Proper old school from the dead man. Jerry Smith, shout out to you, my friend. Jesse Callan, shout out to you. This Raw coming is the SummerSlam Go Home show. Yeah, it probably is, isn't it? Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. 1, 2, shoulder up by Orton. Shoulder up, there's the 2. Rumours are Dominic is going to tag with Nicholas. Amazing. Orton goes over to the corner. Undertaker scoops him up. Snake Eyes. Boom! Onto the top, against the ropes. No! Drop kick by Orton. Undertaker goes down. It's an alright match, this. Orton getting ready. Seems to be in position. Seems to be teasing. The RKO. Here we go. Looks for it. No. Undertaker pushes him away. Orton attempted the RKO. Scooped up by the dead man. Reversed. Orton's got Undertaker in a tombstone position. Reversed again. Now Undertaker's got Orton. Oh, no, he's got... Oh, straight across the back. Nice neck breaker, yeah. Some good stuff, man. Sexy. Well, go play Creepy Truth or Dare. Big forearm strikes coming in by Orton, pounding away across the chest of the Undertaker. Undertaker slumps down. We've got about an hour and 20 minutes left, and we've still got some big matches to come, including Hulk Hogan against Shawn Michaels, Jericho against John Cena, and Batista JBL as Orton is up top. Oh, man, huge crossbody, but the momentum flipped it over. Undertaker has actually got Orton now looking for a choke slam. Boom! Ah. Who's that guy? Who's this dude? Old Man McGrew? Some guy in a red hat. It's Donald Trump. Make America great again. Make Undertaker great again. Whoever this guy is, he's getting driven back to the corner. They're trying to get the guy out of there. Oh, man, I don't know what that was. Well, that's bought a bit of time for Orton. Let's have a Google. SummerSlam 2005. RKO by Orton! RKO lands by Orton, and he gets the win. The carnage of that guy getting in, causing the distraction. Unbelievable. Oh, here we go. Randy goes, embraces the guy. Undertaker looking up the entrance ramp. And they're taking off all these prosthetics. And it's Randy Orton's dad. Cowboy Bob Orton. Undertaker, not best pleased. Look at this. And scenes. Did you hear about what happened to Johnny Gargano? I didn't, no. Bob Orton, yeah, Bob Orton. That was weird. It was weird. But it worked. It provided the distraction, and that allowed Randy Orton to get the RKO and to pick up the victory over the dead man. It's nice seeing Cowboy Bob Orton as well. Run, Randy, run. Well, there we go. Who's that guy? Ken Melman, chairman of the Republican National Committee. Hello. Who's he? Ed Gillespie. He's the former chairman. Oh, man. Beef. There's going to be problems. You got the chairman and the former chairman. Oh, he's still smiling. That's all that matters. He's still got a smile on his face. Oh, here we go. John Cena, Chris Jericho, the WWE Championship. Yes. Next match. No, I didn't hear about the Gargano. What thing? Gargano almost broke his neck. Oh, I heard that he had done something in his match against Ridge Holland, but I hadn't heard exactly what it was. They had to stop the taping, didn't they? Cena versus Jericho. Should be good, man. John Cena sucks. So does his bout. The highlight reel. Chris Jericho's highlight reel. Do you remember that talk show? Randy will never punt kick his own father. He's not that sick of a person. Chase says, do you know that Shotzi got her car and stuff back? I saw, yeah, that's great news. Great news. I remember the botch from the background you put up, says Wrestling Days fan. The spinning belt. I know. Ugh. Did Eugene win? No. Sadly not. Sadly not. We've got a video package as to how we got to this match. I'm proud to announce you're going to defend at SummerSlam against Jericho. So, there we go. Bischoff making the match. General Snotty Notty. Yeah, you have missed a lot, but we are getting to the good stuff. And really, this card is built on these next few matches, particularly the main event tonight. Second most bought SummerSlam ever, this. Largely thanks to Shawn, Hogan. Lots of people in the crowd wearing Hulk Hogan shirts. Why does everyone hate on the spinner belt? Just, it looks a bit too gimmicky. Do you know what I mean? Like, a championship belt is meant to be something of prestige and honor and something that is like a treasured prize. This, like, wasn't really that. It spun. That was it. It spun. Great for kids' toy belts, but I don't know. Can you imagine, like, Lou Thez and Bruno Sammartino and, you know, all these people fighting to get their hands on the biggest prize at the time, and it's this spinning thing. Backstage, Jericho and Eric Bischoff shaking hands. Here we go. Jericho's music's playing. Jericho. The spinning belt was a toy. Yeah, I think they did actually sell loads of kids' belts of the spinning belt. I think it was great from that point of view. I think it made them tons of money from that point of view. It's probably why it stuck around for so long. Down Jericho. Wrestling Days fan, shout out to you. CM Punk was a god with the spinner belt. The Ayatollah of rock and roller against the doctor of thugonomics. It's cool, man. The spinner belt was awful. Okay, so Jericho has made his way down to the ring. We're just waiting for Cena. Here comes Cena making his way down. Slightly different look for Cena, this. He's not got his bright, fruity pebbles stage. Cena's girls. There's a couple of girls in the crowd that have got a Cena's girls sign. I wanna be Cena's girl. I wanna be Cena's girl. What does his top... Oh, Chain Gang, it says on his t-shirt. I don't know what year he started to go crazy with his multiple colours and whatever. But we haven't quite got there. He's all right at this stage. Still rocking the Doctor of Thugonomics in, isn't he? David P85. Jericho used to call Michael Cole Mitchell Cole. This is pre-booming Cena. It is pre-booming Cena, yes. Right, here we go. The bell has sounded. We got John Cena face-to-face with Chris Jericho. A match that we've seen a few times. And always a lot of fun. Jericho saying a few words. It's cool, man. Break the Walls Down is better than Judas. Oh, definitely. No denying that. Judas is all right. Judas gets a lot of love, actually. There's a lot of people that are really into that track. I don't hate it. It's not one of my favorites by any means. I think they've done a good job of building it up. I think they know how iconic Break the Walls Down was. So they've made a big deal out of Judas. If you think like his back elbow is known as the Judas effect, and he's had a lot of the inner circle, especially Sammy, kind of singing along to the song, really trying to help put it over. And it's one of Fozz's most popular tracks anyway. So yeah, they've done a lot to try and really put it over as a track, because Break the Walls Down was just such an incredible entrance theme. So I don't hate Judas, but man, it doesn't even come close to Break the Walls Down. We are underway, and Jericho in control. Slap from Jericho. William Hensey says, happy birthday to Austin 316. There we go. Happy birthday, Austin 316. Who is 11 today. Happy 11th birthday. Oh, man. Jericho to the outside. Thank you
William
to
Hensey is
William
a legend.
Hensey.
They donated
Voiceover
$20 via a super chat. Happy birthday, Austin 316. Heart, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands.
There we go. Heart, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands. Right, against the ropes. Into the corner goes Jericho. Cena, back elbow. Jericho goes down. Big strikes coming in by Cena. Referee just telling Cena that he can't be doing too much of that. Into the turnbuckle, face first. Cena unloading here. Back elbow by Cena. It's got Jericho hurled into the corner. Cena, drop kick by Jericho. He didn't have much room to operate there, so really great work by Jericho to deliver that drop kick, get the timing right in such a close space. It's good, really good. Jericho showing his skills. Smashing Cena's head against the ring. I hated that Mean Family in the Harry Potter movies. Okay, cool. Face first goes Cena. Kick to the midsection by Jericho. Kick to the chest. Jericho dragging Cena into the middle, looking for a suplex. He's got him up. Boom. It's kind of weird, isn't it, that we're getting Jericho versus Cena, and it's not the main event. It's not even the co-main event. It's like the third match from the end. Because after this, we've got Batista versus JBL, and then the main event of this is a non-title match. Isn't that weird? Although saying that, the main event of, was it Backlash this year? Was Edge Orton. Edge Orton. The greatest wrestling match ever. And that was obviously non-title. Oh, nice trading of blows. Cena throwing in some big right hands. Jericho backed against the ropes. Cena goes through the ropes. Crashes to the outside. I hope Jericho smashes Cena, says Heather. What are you most looking forward to with SmackDown? It's the Battle Royal for me. Yeah, I can't remember what else there is, if I'm being honest. I think the sit-down chat with Alexa could be very interesting. People saying little bit of that long-legged lag. Nothing that turning off and turning back on again shouldn't resolve, so... Let me check that the clock's still in sync. Yeah, we're all right. Stream is dead. Should be back. Don't talk smack about Cena. We are back. Good. Yeah, if we do get any lag, I just turn it off, turn it back on again, and it should reset. Should be fine. I don't know why it did that. Although saying that, we have got some nasty storms in the area again. We've been struggling with some nasty thunderstorms recently. What is your favourite figure ever? I do love the Finn Balor Ultimate Edition. Cena looking for a shoulder tackle, and Jericho moves out the way. I'm still not back. You're still not back. Should be. Got the green light. We back, fix back. People are saying it's back. Cena down. What are you... I did try to answer what I was most looking forward to from SmackDown. And that was, as I said, I think it'll be very interesting about Alexa Bliss. We've also got a storm. Yeah, it's nasty storms at the moment. We've had them for the past 2 days. Apparently they're going to be around for a good while yet. Jericho looking for the walls, but Cena kicks out, and it's Jericho that goes through the ropes now. Jericho crashes and burns outside the ring. Retribution. Oh yeah, we're sure to see them again. Those little scamps. See what they get up to. Probably push an old person over or something, knowing them. Okay, we've got Jericho outside the ring. We've got Cena on the edge of the ring. Cena climbing up. Jericho is coming through. He's in position. Leg drop. Leg drop. Wow. That's one way of getting Jericho back into the ring. I wish I had a Thunder... You don't, mate. They're annoying. Retribution took it too far. Angelo, shout out to you. Wrestling Days fan says maybe they're going to throw some eggs. Bad storms here in Scotland and sad news of the train crash. I did see that, yes. Okay. Jericho, elbow drop. And again. And again by Jericho. Let's go Cena chants by the crowd. Trade-in chants, actually. Let's go Cena. Let's go Jericho. These chants going back and forth. Loud crowd, man. The crowd have come alive. Let's go Cena. Let's go Jericho. Let's go Cena. Let's go Jericho. Shouldn't it be let's Jericho? Let's go Cena. Jerry, go. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's a good job I'm not in that crowd. I would have ruined it. And Jericho is choking Cena against the ropes. If you are watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe. Make sure you join us. We are sneaking our way to 200,000. We are getting closer. Let's go Cena. Let's go Jericho. Yeah, it's good. That is definitely not a crowd I should have been a part of. Where is Daisy? I'm here. I am here. Sorry for not being on the streams lately. I've had 2 phones. Last week, one stopped working. Sorry to hear that. But shout out to you, Zyka-me. Zyka-me. Hope you are well. We have got 58 minutes left. So no longer are we got like an hour, hour and a half, anything like that. We're under an hour now. Cena coming back. Big clotheslines by Cena. Jericho going down. The crowd finally getting into this show. Really making their voices heard. Nice hip toss. He picks up Jericho. Plants him down. Here we go. You can't see me. 5-knuckle shuffle. Against the ropes. Jericho looking for the walls! The walls! The walls of Jericho! Jericho has got the walls applied. Cena says no. Middle of the ring. Lag won't phase days. Here we go. Cena in a lot of pain. He's trying to get over to the rope. Coachman says it's all over for Cena. Is writing Cena off. You don't write off Big Match John. You do not write off Big Match John. He's going to do it. He's going to do it for Nikki Bella. Come on, John. Come on, John. Never give up, John. Yes! He's got there. Cena survives, and Jonathan Coachman was like, it's done. It's over. What does Jonathan Coachman know? Nothing. Stomps coming in by Jericho. Days, exactly how many subs? I'll have a look. I don't know. 199311. So less than 700 away. Up on the top. Nice back body drop by Jericho, who goes to the pin. Shoulder up by Cena. 2. Super Cena sucks. Cena sucks. Pretty sure he's doing it for Mickey James at this point. If Cena would have been in... Oh, I lost the chat. Hang on. Now I lost the comment. Up on the shoulders. Boom. 1, 2. And he gets it. Cena gets it. F you. That was a good match, man. That was a good match. It really went to another gear when the crowd were, like, really getting into it. As soon as the crowd started to, like, do the dueling chants and were really starting to make themselves known, it got really good. I think this crowd's going to be amazing for the main event. Look at all them yellow people in the front. It's like the Simpsons have come to visit. All these people in their yellow shirts. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Do you think green shirt guy saw all those people in yellow shirts and they were like, he was like, justice for green, justice for the colour green. F you, there we go. Cena wins. If Cena would have been in Vince's car that blew up, he still would have kicked out at 2. Yes. Big match, John. Screaming in the middle of the ring. Holding up that championship. Amazing. Days, who do you think will win the Battle Royal? I want to say Rhea Ripley, but I'm afraid Mercedes will cost her, and it might be Mickey James. I don't think it'll be Mickey James. Mickey James is in a feud with Natalia, isn't she? And I'm not sure they'll go that way. Rhea Ripley. I think it'll be Naomi. I'm going with Naomi. She's amazing. Big match, Naomi. Big match, Naomi. I think Naomi's got to be favourite. Why all the hate for Cena? He's not that bad. All the haters are going to be crying when he retires for good. Right, 2 matches left. No holds barred. Batista takes on JBL. Batista versus JBL. William Hensey, shout out to you. This is going to be interesting by the voiceover guy. See what the old voiceover guy makes of all of this malarkey. A lot of malarkey right there. A lot of malarkey. Right, we got the video package. I can't wait to hear that. I can't wait to hear that. Is he saying it?
William Hensey is a legend.
Yes!
They donated $10 via super chat. .c_wrestling says, smiley face, kissing face, winking face, rocket, heart, flying saucer, hungry face, confetti ball, dancer, party pop.
Oh, we've been robbed! I'll do it. I'll do it. Hang on. Hang on, here we go. We are not being robbed that way, let me tell you. Right. C_wrestling says, crying face. I can't even see what the emojis are. Oh, I'm doing a rubbish job because I can't see the... I'm going to say it really close. C_wrestling says, crying face. Kissing face. winking face, rocket, heart, flying saucer, cheeky face, confetti ball, dancer, confetti, clapping hand, writing, pointing, two people in love, eye roll, dancing girls. Lungs? What are they? What's that last one? I don't even know what that last one is. Are they lungs? Are they lungs or scales or what are they? What is that last emoji? Shriveled testicles. I don't know what they are. What is it? Dude, what is that emoji? I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Justice. Let's go with justice. Let's say they are the scales of justice. It's money. Oh, okay. Well, there was me thinking it was testicles. Is it money? Is it money? Okay. US dollars? Oh, dollar bills, baby! Dollar bill. There we go. Last one was money. Thought it was lungs. I often get them confused. Right, JBL, talking of money, it's raining down right now as JBL makes his way down. JBL, big smile on his face. Look at that, $100 JBLs. Well, you say worthless, but you'll probably get a decent price on eBay. Bump, bum. So JBL standing in the ring as money with his face on rains down. How did you confuse money with testicles? Because, I don't know if you can see, but it was like this grey background and it had these two shriveled things kind of... I mean, I don't want to get too graphic. Do you know what I mean? But there was like these two things... Doesn't matter. Anyway, talking of testicles, here is Batista! Yes! Welcome home, Dave. Batista's babes? Hang on, weren't they Cena's girls? I thought they were Cena's girls and now they're Batista's babes. I wonder if they're also Daisy's darlings. Do you think they're Daisy's darlings? Oh, JBL, though. JBL's not waiting to find out. He's come stumbling down the entranceway, throwing some big JBL bombs at Batista. Batista in silver pants. Straight into that fog machine that's already been worked really hard this evening. JBL with some big strikes of his own, but a knee to the midsection. This is no holds barred. This is going to be carnage. I get what you're saying. Cool. You just become dirty days. I thought you said lungs. I thought there were lungs at first. I know what they are. Oh, I know what they are. Turns out it's dollars. Let's just leave it at that. Right, Batista in control. Reversed. It's Batista that goes into that travel case. Big boot to the face of Batista. Batista with big gold. Looks cool, doesn't it? Batista should wrestle as Drax. Do you know the Grim Experience? I don't know him personally, but obviously I know of him. Elbow by Batista. Internet crashed, says Sonny. Wow, they've fought in amongst the crowd. They're kind of back to the ringside area. JBL with a chair smashes it in the face of Batista. Batista charges. Oh, yes! The barricade breaks. He puts him through the barricade. That's cool. That was cool. You're not allowed in the liquor cabinet anymore. Oh, well. Right, let's have a look and see. What does Meltzer give this? Oh, it's not the longest match, so that's all right. So it doesn't look like this is going to be outstaying its welcome. But yeah, Batista just spearing JBL through the barricade. They're back into the ring. No holds barred. Obviously, we've got Hogan, Shawn Michaels to close out the show. This match is 9 minutes. It goes for about 9 minutes. So we've got this, and then that's it. We've got Hogan and Shawn. It's worth remembering as well. It's worth saying it now before we actually get to that main event. That Shawn and Hogan was meant to be a best of 3. And Hogan was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And so Shawn was a bit upset. So, I mean, it's very famous, this next match, because Shawn was upset with Hogan all day. He was making life as hard as he could in any way that he could. Backstage causing problems, after the show causing problems, during the match causing problems. So during the match, he oversells everything. You are going to see Shawn Michaels flying all over the place. He is going to be all over the ring, bumping everywhere. And the reason for it, even he admits he was very unprofessional, but he doesn't care. The reason for it is because he was so unhappy and so frustrated with the fact that Hogan had changed the plans. The plans were they were going to do 3 matches, but it turned to be this one and only match that they have. So it's very, very famous. If you've not seen it, you're going to have a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. What isn't fun right now is the fact that Batista is being choked by JBL. Thanks to Days, I can never look at money the same again. Mustafa says it was one of the best oversells. Heather says Hogan wouldn't do the job, plain and simple. Didn't want Shawn to win that second match. The promo leading to the match was awesome, brother. Yeah, it was a really great promo. There was a few, actually. They used Shawn quite a lot in the build, and Shawn did not hold back. He really went after Hogan. He even dressed up as Hogan and went onto a pretend late night show with a Zimmer, and yeah, really ripped into Hogan in lots of different ways. Here we go. Look, spears, shoulder charges by Batista. JBL in the corner. JBL over to the other side. Boot up by JBL, who goes against the ropes. Big clothesline. Just over 40 minutes. The match was a clash between 2 of the biggest egos. That's why it all happened. Days, the stream is strange. It is a bit strange. Because you thought money looked like testicles. Yes. I was here. I was here when it happened, yes. JBL out the ring. JBL grabbing some ringside steps. It's all legal. So JBL setting these steps up. He's going to chuck him into the ring. He is, you know. So those steps getting thrown into the ring. JBL rolling into the ring as well. Fun fact, it was meant to be Muhammad Hassan that was meant to be facing Batista. It was going to be Hassan against Batista, and Hassan was going to win. But for those of you that don't know about the Hassan storyline, he wasn't in for very long. but he was kind of having a go at Americans for how they were treating Muslims in the wake of 9/11. It was very controversial. It was very controversial. And the same day that we had the bombings in London, there was like bombings in 2005. The same day that happened, WWE did a terrorist kind of angle with Muhammad Hassan. And the network were like, no, you've got, this storyline has got to, we're done. This storyline's over. That's not being put on TV ever again. And that was it. Muhammad Hassan ended up facing Undertaker and losing, and he was never seen again. But the plan was that he was going to beat Undertaker. He was then going to go to SummerSlam to face Batista for the title, and he was going to win. That was the plan. But because of the bombings in London and the backlash that the network received, they were like, no. Done. End of the story. Batista bomb to JBL. Batista standing over JBL. He's not going for the pin. He's looking at the ring steps. Daze, do you think a young Christy Hem looks like Liv Morgan? There's a resemblance, yeah. Here we go. He's going for another Batista bomb, but on the steps. Here we go. Picks him up. Ah! Batista bomb onto the steps. 1, 2, 3. Done. Batista retains. Brother. And still, World Heavyweight Champion. Batista with big gold just makes sense, doesn't it? It looks right. Just looks right. Batista bomb on the steps. Sean Reset says, Days Marvel will give WWE a copyright if they used Drax. Yes, they would. Batista bomb on the steps. Big Dave wins. If this is on the network, I can't believe they're showing Benoit. He's on all the shows. They've not taken him out of all of them. Dave says HBK hated that he couldn't overrule Hogan in WWE because he was used to getting his own way backstage. It's a really good point. It's a really good point. That was a sickening thud, wasn't it? Really sickening thud. So, one match to go. Right. Hogan versus... I am so looking... This is one of the most iconic matches in the history of WWE. Two absolute legends meeting for the first time. And last time in a match that's legendary for many different reasons. So there we go. Batista wins, holds the World Heavyweight Championship aloft. And we've got one match left. You work, that's great from JR. JR says you work your whole life to be able to broadcast and announce a match like what we're about to see. Legend versus icon. Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. So, Muhammad Hassan actually played a big part in this because Shawn was having a problem with Muhammad Hassan. And Shawn's on his knees begging for a tag partner because he needed to face Muhammad Hassan and Daivari, and he needed a partner. So he said, I need someone that loves America as much as I do. I need you, Hulk Hogan. So he calls for Hogan. And Hogan responds. And so we do get that match. Shawn and Hulk Hogan as a tag team. And they go on to face a few people in the end. Yeah, they do work really well as a team. There we go, Hogan, big boot on Carlito, drops the leg on Carlito. Yeah, everyone's happy, everything's great. Doing the posing together. Boom, super kick. Super kick, Hogan goes down. Oh man, this video package is going to be so good. Shawn staring at Hogan. It's now time for the main event. Yes. Some really great clips of what Shawn has achieved whilst Hogan was away. I'm laying down the challenge. SummerSlam. The Immortal Hogan versus the Heartbreak Kid. Super exciting. You, my friend. Retribution is like one Evolve roster. All you had to do was ask, says Hogan. Every time you come out, it's for Shawn. But when I come out for the Hulkamaniacs. It's a really good build, man. It's really good. It's really simple. You know what I mean? Form a little tag team. One turns on the other. But two absolute legends. Look at that. Hogan with big green. Hogan with the big green belt. Proper old school clips. Brilliant. Lots of Hogan fans in the crowd. I remember wanting Shawn. I was firmly behind Shawn. There we go. Hogan and Shawn. Magic, man. Absolutely magic. So we're back at the arena. Someone's got a sign that says Hogan Berry Crunch. HBK. It's taking the mick out of Hogan and how he buries people. Hulkamania lives sign. Hulk rules. It's Shawn Michaels that's coming out first. Really move me. What's your favourite thing about WWE? I don't know. Favourite thing about WWE? It's a hard thing to pin down, isn't it? Storytelling. Storytelling is the best thing about WWE. I just wish they did more of it. And what they did do, I wish it was better. But over its history, it's told some incredible stories. I love this match. It's great, isn't it? YJ Colazzo. Christian, Hulkamania, brother. The good stuff. All these signs, man. So many signs. HBK, Hulkamania. So Shawn has come down first. Crowd are getting quite vocal during Jericho and Cena. Don't forget, he is peed off. He is not a happy HBK. The H in HBK does not stand for happy. I can't wait for Seth Rollins versus Dominic. General Snotty Notty says, yes, it has told great stories over its history, but just sadly not lately. What you gonna do? Says Donnell. David P85 says, Hogan and HBK, the top two icons of the 80s and 90s. Hogan chant. So, Shawn coming out first. Hogan, Hogan. There's a little Hogan chant breaking out. Not the most enthusiastic chant I've ever heard. I came from Italy to see the immortal Hulk Hogan. Yeah, Shawn's got a little smile on his face. Probably knows what he's about to do, that's why. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. Face or heel? Edge, Lita, Hogan, Cody, Ziggler. Hogan for me as a face. Cody, Ziggler, heel, Edge, face, Lita. Lita, I don't really mind. Probably heel. She was good heel. I know people love Hogan when he was a heel, but I just love I love 80s Hogan. Look at the size of that stars and stripes. Look at that. It's that's got to be in the Guinness Book of Records, man. That is something, isn't it? That has actually filled like the whole camera shot. Incredible. Shawn giving a digging gesture in the ring. I am a real American. Hogan gets into the ring. Shawn stands on the edge of the ring and just watches. Look at the size of that flag. For those of you watching, that is the American flag. That is the flag for a country known as the US of America. That is their flag. And a lot of people in the crowd are from that country. Because this show happened in that country. So that's why there's a lot of cheering and a lot of support and a lot of celebration. But the ironic thing is that Shawn is also from that country, but he's not celebrating. Because he's got bigger things on his mind. Hogan saying, you. Oh, man, this is proper exciting. I've seen this match like quite a few times, but I'm proper excited. And we talk Shawn overselling. That flag is overselling. Shawn rolls out the ring. Hogan says, I'm going to break him. Right, here we go. Here we go, my friends. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. This is going to be one of the most fun matches we've ever done a watch-along for. This is iconic, and we've never watched it on the channel before. Hogan points at Shawn. And Shawn steps up. Hogan backs away. There we go. Look, keeps telling Hogan to get back. Shawn taking his time. He's not getting in the ring until Hogan's back. I think he just told the ref to shut up. All day he'd been winding Hogan up. He was genuinely annoyed at Hogan. I mean, that is an understatement. JR says both men are legends. Both men are icons. Hogan in the ring with HBK. Hogan looking, taking his time. Crowd chanting. Split crowd, but I think more people are probably with Hogan. Hogan looks good here, by the way. Hogan looks really good. The two lock up. Hogan pushes Shawn. Shawn goes flying back into the corner. Days the TV sound is a bit high. Okay. HBK staring a hole in Hogan. The two lock up. And he pushes Shawn back again. Shawn comes forward. Gets pushed back and he flips back again. 3 times he's gone flying into the corners, Shawn Michaels. Hogan staring at Shawn. Shawn standing in the corner. Over 150 countries around the world watching this. As we said, the second most bought SummerSlam of all time. 650,000 buys. So much intrigue and so many people wanted to see this match. And I think that's what WWE struggle with now, is that I don't know if they've got too many matches with the current roster that people are desperate to want to see. Do you know what I mean? Those real dream matches that are going to bring fans in. I don't know why they don't do Undertaker Sting. That would definitely bring back, you know what I mean, a lot of casual fans, people that maybe haven't watched in a long time. Against the ropes. Would it be a good match? No, it'd be awful. Shoulder block and Shawn goes out the ring. Super Hogan. Knocking Shawn all over the arena. I wonder how JR felt about HBK's overselling. Well, he probably just had to call what he saw and not think too much about it. So Shawn gets back into the ring. Two link up. Nice knee to the midsection by Shawn. Strike across the back. Hogan doing a little bit of selling here for Shawn. Big chop. Hogan goes to the corner. I mean, it's actually not a bad match. It's not a bad match. It's just Shawn takes things too far with his selling. But I think Meltzer gives it like 3.5 stars or something. Here we go. Hogan goes into the corner, but he throws Shawn. Big boot. Punts coming in. Shawn bouncing up in the air, lands on the ropes. Oh, right in his dollar bills. Look at that. Down goes Michaels. Big right hand by Hogan. Back into the corner. Firing some big shots in. Grabs Michaels. Hurls Michaels' face and he bounces back into the middle of the ring. Incredible scenes. Hogan should have wore the yellow undies. Hogan selling his eye, got poked into the eye. Nice chop coming in by Shawn. Michaels grabbing Hogan. Another big chop. I've not been on Twitter for a little while. WWE fan. Against ropes goes Shawn. Up. Big back body drop. Seizure number 2 and seizure number 3. Out the ring he goes. To the outside. Does a roll. Then has a little fight with a cable. Coachman says he's got so much energy tonight. Michaels down on the outside. There goes Daisy. Thinks money and testicles are the same again. Shawn was a great seller. Hogan has wrestled both members of DX in one-on-one matches. Look at Hogan throwing these cannons at Michaels. It's a lot of fun, isn't it? It's a fun match. 20 minutes left. Yes, 20 minutes left. That's all. Hogan is using the rope, slingshotting Michaels into the ring. Kick to the midsection. Big right hand. Michaels goes down. Against the ropes goes Shawn. Clothesline. I mean, in a way, it's better that Michaels oversold than didn't sell. Could you imagine if he went the other way and just didn't sell anything, just got punched and just stood there and just didn't care? Big chop by Michaels. He couldn't really do that though, could he? Because you're kind of really exposing the business then. At least this way, you know what I mean? He's doing what he's got to do, but he's just making it silly. Grabbing Hogan, taking him over to the other corner. Hogan. Big slap by Shawn. He did get slapped, properly slapped by Shawn. Face first, Hogan into the top turnbuckle. Big chop. You know these chops are serious as well. You know that these chops have got something behind them as well. Hogan hurling Shawn into the corner. Shawn goes, flips up over the top. Another slap by Shawn. A second slap by Shawn. Big right hand and Shawn Michaels goes down out of the ring. Amazing. This is actually very interesting just because of the fact there was real backstage heat. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Dave in Real Life says, rumours are Shawn became a used car dealer because he was that great at selling. They're over by the commentary area. Hogan slams Michael on top of the commentary table. Fires in some big right hands. Even Hogan looks like he's getting frustrated. Rolling him, going back out. The slaps, I know. Into the ring post goes Shawn, who flips around. Hogan getting back into the ring to break the count again. Yeah, those slaps were amazing. Here we go. So that commentary table has been flipped over. What's Hogan going to look to do now? He scoops up Shawn. He's going to look to drive him into the ring post. But Shawn reverses it, and it's actually Hogan that goes into that ring post. Hogan over by the crowd. Slightly disorientated as Shawn Michaels comes round. Both guys are on the outside of the ring. Michaels has got Hogan in position. He's looking to put him back into the ring. No, into the ring post again. Michaels in control. Jumps up, firing some strikes. Some big left hands into Hogan. Hogan swats Michaels away. You can tell Shawn was so happy to put Hogan over. He was making sure to sell the best way possible. HBK is being childish, but Hogan deserved it, says Heather. Here we go. Both guys back into the ring. We've got about 15 minutes left. Big right hands coming in by Shawn. And Shawn goes down. Again, Shawn's got Hogan in the corner. Firing in some strikes. Gets pushed back by Hogan. Michaels charging over. Jumps at Hogan and again firing in those right hands. Hogan down. Network has crashed for me. Ew, look, even the ref's having to try and pull Shawn Michaels off Hogan here. Ah, blood. Blood. Hogan busted open. I actually don't know if that's legit or not. I don't know if Shawn legitimately busted Hogan open or if that was the plan. I've never heard anything about it, so I'd imagine it was planned. Hogan losing blood in the corner. Let's have a look. I'm guessing it was planned. Hogan blood SummerSlam 2005. Not just for Hogan. Shawn Michaels as a heel. Not any heel. Hulk wanted an old school heel versus face vibe and even requested 97 Shawn, which to his credit, Michaels actually turned down at first. People kept saying they wanted it and that Hulk knows best, but Shawn kept saying no. People got their way eventually and Shawn came back as the heel. The match is pretty decent. Annoyed at the fact Hulk was going over, he tried to make him look like an idiot by completely overselling a number of moves, such as flying and flipping after having head slammed into the turnbuckle and running around in a circle and flopping after taking a big boot. Hulk was said to have loved it. However, speaking of Hulk, his blade job was incredible. His blonde hair was dyed completely red and his chest, arms, head, back and anything he touched was soaked in blood. Shawn at one point put Hulk in a sleeper and the entire side was covered, which is what we're seeing right now. To this day, it's regarded as Hogan's best blade job. So there we go. It was meant. That was What Culture that are saying that it was planned and it was actually Hogan that just kind of cut little Nick. Just kind of cut himself. But that is a lot of blood, isn't it? It is. All down the arm of Shawn. That is a lot of blood. There we go. The arm was going down, but the third and final time, Hogan says no, picks up big back body drop to Shawn Michaels. That quietly confident this was Hulk Hogan's last ever pay-per-view match. That's awesome. The gash on Hogan's head is way too straight and big. Yeah, I think it is a blade job. Hogan going over to the ropes. Couldn't quite get there. Shawn Michaels has got Hogan up against the ropes. Flying forearm. Hogan down. Kip up by the HBK. So here we go. HBK has got Hogan down and Shawn going over to the corner. It's going up top. Looking for the elbow. There it is. Hogan moves. Hogan moves. Hogan pops up. He looks at the blood. Yeah! Blocks the strikes coming in by Shawn. Hogan up. Oh, went for a big boot, but Shawn manages to collide into the ref instead. The ref goes out the ring. Shawn down. Hogan down. Drama. He's hulking up. Yes. Both guys are down. Kip up by Shawn. Shawn Michaels kips up. Shawn caused a distraction by arguing with the ref whilst Hogan was blading. This is a great match, says Jerry. Shawn with a smile on his face. What's he looking for? Sharpshooter? Stepping through. He's going for a sharpshooter on Hogan. There we go. Shawn Michaels with a sharpshooter on Hulk Hogan. Another ref's come in. That blood, man. That blood is still pouring all down the face of Hogan. People are on their feet as well in the crowd. People are absolutely lapping this up. Even though Shawn's overselling, I don't think you can say this match is like a terrible match or anything like that. It's really good. It's really gripping, you know? There you go. I mean, it's a shame because had they have been on the same page, had they have talked and worked something out, who knows what kind of match we could have got. I do agree that it's not getting to like the 5-star levels, you know. This isn't Shawn Undertaker, for example. And if they had been on the same page and they could have worked some stuff out, who knows what we would have got. So it is a shame from that regard, but wow, it's not a bad match at all. Hogan gets over to the ropes, manages to break that sharpshooter. Shawn with the sharpshooter, where have we seen that before? David P85 says worst sharpshooter ever. Kick by Hogan. It's a sloppy sharpshooter. Yeah, it's a sloppy shooter. That's what it was. It was a sloppy shooter. In fairness, it's not his specialist go-to move. Do you know what I mean? Hogan again. Looking at the blood. Getting up to his feet. Shawn Michaels on his knees. Yeah, he has got a bad leg, bad hip, bad everything. He has got a knee brace. Going over. Low blow! Low blow by Shawn! Low blow by Shawn. Referee didn't see it. He's grabbing a chair. It's a shame we never got Shawn versus The Rock, says Dave in real life. Yeah, we've got 2 refs down. We have got 2 refs down. Shawn with a chair in his hands. Hogan slowly getting up. He's on his knees. This must be quite scary for Hogan, because he knows that Shawn hates him, and he also knows he's got a chair in his hands. Do you know what I mean? Like, Shawn could absolutely level him. But in all fairness, that looks to me like it is a glancing blow. Hogan down. Shawn climbing up. He's going to look for that elbow. Connects. Still no ref, though. Another dream match I wish we could have seen would have been Stone Cold versus Hulk Hogan. I agree. Here we go. Shawn tuning up the band. Tuning up the band. Hogan slowly starting to come round. People still on their feet in the crowd. Here we go. Michaels stomping away. Ah, connects. Connects. Hogan down. Referee. 1, 2. Oh, Hogan. Hogan on his knees. Oh, this is kind of cool, though. You got to say, this is kind of cool. Hogan hulking up. Shawn Michaels firing in some big right hands. Yo! And now it's Hogan with the right hands. Against the ropes goes Shawn. Big boot by Hogan. Shawn. Shawn went down. Popped back up again. Went back down again. Shawn Michaels. Asking Hogan, asking the crowd. Here we go. Hogan against the ropes. Boom. Leg drop. 1, 2, 3. What you gonna do? There it is. The immortal Hulk Hogan. I wish more matches were like this. It's just good fun, isn't it? Is it over the top and everything? Yeah. It is. Is it a technical masterpiece? No. But it's just, do you know what I mean? There's room on the card for this kind of stuff. Hogan wins. Crowd on their feet. Big smiles on faces in the crowd. The best oversell in that end. That boot. When he goes down, pops back up again and flops around and goes back down. Just before that final leg drop. That's epic overselling. That is a real American. It is. A near-death experience for Shawn Michaels, says Mustafa. Here's Michaels coming up behind Hogan, pushes him. Where's the referee? Michael says, I needed to know, and I found out. Puts his hand out. He puts his hand out. He wants to shake the hand of Hulk Hogan. And Hogan shakes Shawn's hand. And the two exchange a few words. Again, I'm not sure what they actually say in the ring there. I don't think the hatchet was actually buried, but... I needed to know and I found out. I needed to know. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it, really? Shawn definitely deserved to get a win over Hogan. Shawn says to the fans, I love you, as he heads up the entranceway. Hogan applauding. Shawn as he walks away. Wrestling Days fan, shout out to you. Mustafa says, this handshake was probably just for show. Yeah, I think it definitely was. Famous handshake. Nothing beats a 10-minute Hulk Hogan celebration at the end of a pay-per-view. He's got a pose. That flag, man, that flag's immense. They've actually raised it up above the SummerSlam entranceway now. It's really cool. That must be in the warehouse, mustn't it? That must be in the warehouse. Did you hear that Roman is in talks with AEW? No. So here we go. Hogan still going through the motions. In fairness, no one's leaving. Be really cool if they could bring like Hogan over on the European tour and, you know, and things go again. They did it with Flair. Flair came over with with Charlotte and everything, but just be nice if they were to use the legends a bit more. I don't know the last time Hogan came to the UK, actually. I know he has been quite a few times, in all fairness to him. There we go. Get your thoughts in. Get your scores in. What did you think of SummerSlam 2005 as the show comes to an end? I think it's a good show, actually. I think it's a decent show. I really do. I think main event is not bad at all. And just as a recap, Benoit against Orlando Jordan was all of 20-odd seconds. Forget it. Edge, Matt Hardy with the build. Excellent. Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero. Mental story with Dominic, but a really good match. Kurt Angle, Eugene. Was what it was. Randy Orton, Undertaker. It was all right. I mean, it didn't... I don't know that it really ever got out of, like, second gear. So, I mean, that was all right. Cena, Jericho, I thought was very good. Batista, JBL didn't outstay its welcome. And they did some stuff. And then Hogan, Shawn. So, on paper, it's a decent card. And I thought it was a decent show, actually. I thought it was a decent show. So, what are your thoughts? Let's have a look. 7.77, says Brian. 7, says Chvanti. 8, says WWE Fan 14. 8.5, says Dave in real life. Are you doing streams for the indie shows? I don't think so, because I haven't seen what they actually are. I heard that they were best ofs or something, but they drop on Saturday, don't they? So we've obviously got UFC on Saturday. So no plans at the moment. 7.5 from David. 8 from Austin. 0 from Wrestling Days fam. I enjoyed the hour or so, says General Snotty Notty. 8 says Heather. 875 says Winston. 8 says Sunny Wolf. 8 says DJ B Tazzy. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little conservative and go with a 7.75. I think it's a really solid show. It's a really, really solid show. I'm quite happy with that as a score. 6 says Jody. Great stream, says Pablo Gamer. 7.5 says Future Compilations. WWE Fan 14 gives it an 8. John gives it a 7.5. 7 from Sean Reset. So, kind of feel like we're there or thereabouts. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. That was a good show to do a watch along for. There was a lot of stuff to talk about. There was a really fun main event in there as well. It was good. I enjoyed it. So, with that, we are done. We, of course, are back tomorrow for SmackDown. And, of course, we've got the UFC on Saturday. So, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Really, really do appreciate the support, as always. I hope you had fun going back and watching this classic pay-per-view. As we said, the second most bought SummerSlam of all time. And the show that Dominic obviously appears on. Of course, he's going to be in action at SummerSlam 2020 this year. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing what he's going to be doing. I don't know where he is with his wrestling or what training is. I mean, obviously he's had training. But, yeah, I don't know where. I can't quite tell where he is. I haven't seen enough footage of him. Like, he should be all right. He did some good stuff in the ring against Brock. So, hard to know what to expect with that match, but find out soon enough. Awesome. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.